Hannibal Lecter. The name alone conjures images of a brilliant yet terrifying man who can meticulously craft a gourmet meal out of human organs. But why is he a cannibal? What compels this fictional character to commit such horrifying acts? To uncover the answer, we must dive into Hannibal's twisted psyche, shaped by unimaginable trauma and adorned with chilling sophistication. Hannibal's descent into cannibalism begins with a childhood torn apart by war and unspeakable cruelty. As a young boy in 1944, his idyllic life was obliterated when Nazi artillery killed his parents. Stranded in a freezing barn with his baby sister Misha, Hannibal was at the mercy of desperate deserters. When food ran out, they turned to cannibalism, starting with Misha. Hannibal, powerless and broken, prayed to see his sister again. His prayers were cruelly answered when he found her milk teeth in a reeking latrine. This unspeakable trauma became the foundation of Hannibal's fractured mind. Unable to process his loss, his memories splintered into good and bad objects, a psychological defense mechanism theorized by Melanie Klein. Misha, his sister, became an idealized good object, while the world that allowed her death became the bad. But Hannibal's psyche would not rest. The bad objects clawed at him, demanding release. Cannibalism for Hannibal is not mere survival, it's ritualistic. When he consumes the organs of his victims, it's not about hunger but transformation. He intellectualizes his trauma, turning acts of horror into an art form. Using a blend of clinical precision and culinary expertise, Hannibal transforms his prey into gourmet dishes, symbolically converting bad objects into good ones. For instance, Hannibal eats only select organs, pancreases, thymus glands, and in one case, the brain of a victim, always discarding diseased parts. This act mirrors his subconscious need to eliminate the rotten elements of his life while savoring what he deems pure. Like a dark, twisted form of alchemy, he seeks salvation through devouring. Hannibal's need to kill and consume isn't just about feeding his trauma, it's about rewriting it. For Hannibal, every victim is a proxy for those deserters who murdered Misha. He reenacts her death in grotesque rituals, hoping to finally exorcise his anguish. Take the case of the bow hunter. Overcome by flashbacks of his sister's killers, Hannibal murders a hunter, carving patterns into his body reminiscent of medieval wound charts. This gruesome display is Hannibal's attempt to turn his victim into an artistic statement, perhaps a way to reclaim control over his memories. Despite his monstrous acts, Hannibal is a character of elegance and intellect. A psychiatrist by profession, he uses his deep understanding of human nature to manipulate and control those around him. He collects rare art, cooks with impeccable finesse, and converses with wit and charm. But this sophistication is a facade, a false self, as psychoanalyst M. Kahn would suggest. Beneath the polished exterior lies a man trapped in the primitive, paranoid schizoid position, unable to reconcile his fractured psyche. His refinement is not an escape but a mask for his arrested development, a life perpetually stalled at the moment of Misha's death. Hannibal's cannibalism carries unsettling religious symbolism. His acts parallel the Catholic rite of communion, where bread and wine are believed to transform into the body and blood of Christ. Hannibal, however, takes this literally. By consuming his victims, he believes he's transforming their essence, bad into good, corrupt into pure. But Hannibal's communion is devoid of spirituality. For him, God is not a source of salvation, but a cruel, malevolent force. After witnessing the atrocities of his childhood, Hannibal rejects the divine, instead embracing his own form of omnipotence, playing God with the lives of his victims. Amidst the chaos of Hannibal's world, one figure emerges as his potential salvation, Clarice Starling. In Thomas Harris' Hannibal, Clarice begins to replace Misha as Hannibal's idealized good object. Their relationship, though deeply unsettling, provides a glimmer of reparation. In one striking scene, Clarice offers Hannibal her breast, adorned with a drop of Chateau d'Yquem, symbolically presenting herself as the ultimate good object. Hannibal's obsessive attachment to her suggests he might be seeking redemption. But can someone as fractured as Hannibal truly heal, or is he destined to spiral deeper into darkness? Hannibal's cannibalism isn't merely about consuming flesh, it's about consuming power, reclaiming control, and silencing the demons of his past. Through the lens of psychoanalysis, we see a man trapped in a cycle of trauma, unable to move beyond the horrors of his childhood. But that's what makes Hannibal Lecter so compelling. He's not just a monster, he's a mirror reflecting our darkest fears and the fragility of the human psyche. Whether you're horrified or fascinated by him, one thing is clear. Hannibal's hunger is more than physical, it's a haunting symphony of pain, power, and the relentless pursuit of control. So, why is Hannibal a cannibal? It's not just revenge or madness, it's his way of reconstructing a shattered world. His acts are as much about art as they are about horror, a chilling attempt to turn trauma into transformation. Hannibal Lecter may be a fictional creation, but his story serves as a grim reminder. Those who are consumed by darkness often seek to consume it in return.